Hello and welcome back to Starcitizen and Quacktastic Pixels. Today we are going to take a look at the literal money printing machine in Starcitizen, which goes by the name of Drake Vulture. The Drake Vulture is a salvage ship that you can use to scrape up leftovers in the verse, and it comes with a price tag of 2.6 million credits, but that is a price tag which is very reasonable for what it actually can do, because one run with the Drake Vulture can easily give you 500,000 credits or more. So if you do a few runs with the Drake Vulture, it pays by itself quite literally within a few hours. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to bring along 2.6 million credits. If you don't have 2.6 million credits, I recommend you watch my mining guide, because then you will see how you can make some serious cash with ROC mining in a very reasonable time frame to get those 2.6 million credits. When you have those 2.6 million credits, the first thing, as you can see, that you have to do is you have to go to Lorville. And when you arrive in Lorville, this is basically what you see. You have this very angry guy here on the bench, and you have those other guys here that are playing The Floor is Lava on the right side, which is exactly where you're going to go. So you follow this Welcome to Lorville sign around the corner, and then you see the New Deal sign here, and go right through this, because this is the ship dealer in Lorville, which will sell you the Vulture. So here we go, just straight ahead until you see this big showroom, where you just enter here, take a left, go to one of those terminals and fire them up. So on the left side you want to select Drake Interplanetary, and then just scroll down until you see this, the Drake Vulture. As you can see, the Drake Vulture costs 2.646 million credits, so that is what you actually have to bring along. I highly recommend you bring along like 5,000 credits more, because we will need to upgrade the salvaging tools on this ship to make this an even better machine. So you purchase this ship, which I already did, then leave this terminal and head back to the ASOP terminals. Oh, and one thing that is really important, you have to bring along a multi-tool with a tractor beam attachment and a helmet. That is very important. Do not do this without those tools, or the whole thing will literally be futile. So, you have this Drake Vulture here, so I'm going to retrieve it now. Hangar 9. Alright, here we go. So, let's head over to our Drake Vulture. And there she is, the beautiful Drake Vulture. What a machine, isn't it? Alright, so you have two ways to enter this machine. You can either climb this ladder and go in to the canopy there, take a seat there, or you can go around here and open up the ramp. So this is basically the loading and fabricating bay of the Drake Vulture, which is actually where we are going to print the containers that we're going to stack here later in order to be able to sell them. But we'll come to that when the time is right. For now, we want to get out of here and upgrade our salvaging tools for a better experience, performance, yield, and overall efficiency. So take a seat in your newly acquired Vulture and do the same procedure as always. Alright, here we go. Let's get this giant off the pad here, track the landing gear, and bring it up nice and smooth. Here we go. So, first thing as usual, you have to leave atmosphere. Take out your Moby glass with the map section, and we want to search for the location that is called Everus Harbor, which is right next to Planet Hurston, and then set a route to it. Come on now, set a route. Why is it not doing this? Server is lagging, or what's going on here? Come on, set the route. There we go. Alright, let's acquire station as a target. There it is. Alright, we have arrived to Everus Harbor, so let's close in on the station and request a landing clearance, and then get onto the station, which is what you need to do in order to buy the upgrades for the Drake Vulture. Alright, here we are on Everus Harbor. Let's get out of the seat and enter the station real quick. Our Drake Vulture is now stored at Everus Harbor. Okay, so let's get what we need. First of all, you go through security and head over here to the burrito bar, take a left turn here, and head over to the medical clinic and take a left again to get to the elevators. We want to go to the Galleria. Alright, here we are in the Galleria. Head up those stairs here and then take a left turn on top. Let's go left here, go down these stairs and head over to Platinum Bay, where you will then have this terminal, which you'll fire up, of course, as usual. And you then select the utility tab here, scroll down until you see the Abrade scraper module, and you want to buy one of these. You only need one because the Drake Vulture already comes with one, but you want to have an additional one for more efficiency and scraping speed. So buy one of those, leave the terminal, sets you back around 1200 credits. You then open up your Mobi-Glass with F2, go to the Vehicles tab and select your Drake Vulture. Then you go to the Utility tab here and you have those sub-item slots. Basically what you want to do is you want to get rid of the default scraper module and instead put the Abrade scraper module in the first sub-item slot. You can leave this one empty. You then have another sub-item slot where you put the second Abrade scraper module in that you just bought. And you have the Ready Grip Tractor module here, which can stay in its place because that is very handy. So that's what your loadout should be. Abrade in the first, second slot empty, Abrade in the third, and the Ready Grip Tractor module in the fourth slot. Now you're ready to go and ready to make some serious cash. So back we go to the hangars. Fleet Manager, retrieve your stored and equipped Vulture, Hangar 3, let's go. Right, now here we are again at our beautiful Drake Vulture. This time we're gonna take the ladder. It's a bit quicker than to go through the whole cargo bay again. Make sure at this point that you do have your multi-tool with you. So you need a multi-tool with a tractor beam attachment, you need a helmet, and you need an undersuit, of course. Do not leave without this, or you won't be able to do what we're going to do here. Then enter the pilot seat and get ready for your mission. Alright, here we are. So we have two options to go from here now. The first option is to simply select a contract that gives you a salvage mission. Like in this case, you get a ship like the Anvil Arrow, you have a location like Crusader L1 Ambitious Dream Station, you go there, you salvage the ship, and you're done. You then take another contract and do the same all over again. I don't really like this. I'm more into going to asteroid belts, find my panels to scrape, because panel scraping gives you a lot of material for no fee, and usually no one's around to disturb you. So that's a pretty good option. I usually do. And yeah, it gives me excellent results. So what you can do then is you go to the map section here and you just take like the Hurston, what do we have? Like the L4 waypoint here, like this. And when you then zoom in, you will already see that there are asteroids around some stations, like in this case the Melodic Field Station. And we just go there and try our luck to find something, shall we? So, plotter out and off we go. Once you arrived at your asteroid field of your choice, you have to go into scanning mode by pressing V, and you then just send out those pings by pressing tab. And as you can see, there are targets like this showing up here, which send out a signature, which in this case is 1870, but you want to have a signature that is 2000, 4000, 6000, so basically any multiple of 2000, that's what you're actually looking for. So let's just turn around a little bit here, keep scanning, and let's see if we can find something that is 6,700. Oh, that is a jackpot. That is, what is that? It's 28,000. Okay, so that is from the signature alone. There should be 14 parts to salvage here by 28,000 as a signature. So what we do is we now close in on this location. Don't go there too fast, and always keep scanning to keep the target here inside. And at some point, usually at around 5 kilometers, we will change our scanning parameters a bit here, because those markers will disappear at some point, and you have to like chase down the signature signal of some sort. So let's keep closing in here till we're like 5k out. Just keep scanning. Alright, now we're 5k out, and we turn our mouse wheel to bring up the scanner precision a bit more, and as you can see now, this thing switches a little bit. So we have those markers here. Okay, so we bring it in, keep scanning, a little bit closer. Make sure you're not going too fast, because those panels, they will spawn in here. There they are. They will spawn in on you. They're not there all the time. They will spawn once you get close, and you don't want to miss them, and you don't want to go too far or you will crash into them. So just make sure you go like 30 or 50 or something like that, and always keep scanning and be aware of your surroundings. So here we now have 2 panels, but there will be plenty more here, so no worries. But there's another one right there, as you can see. Okay, so let's start with what we have here. Those are beautiful panels to begin with. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is you have to position yourself next to the panel here, like this. All right. You then stop your ship and press M to enter mining mode. Sometimes the panel that you want to scrape is not in the right position, and you might want to turn it. To do that, you can select the tractor module. And the tractor module allows you to turn it, to rotate it, to do whatever you like with it to bring it into the right position. The tractor module in this case is located on our left arm here. As you can see, the ready grip tractor module. So we're going to press left Alt to only select the left arm here. Then press the right mouse button to switch to the ready grip tractor module. And actually, we press G to go into gimbal mode. As you can see, we can now rotate the gimbal without rotating the ship. And then press left mouse button to engage the tractor module. Now, when you press and hold the R key on the keyboard, you can then with the mouse wheel turn it clock or counterclockwise. And by moving the mouse up and down, left and right, you can actually turn this panel in any direction that you want to align it the way you want to have it for the salvaging process here. So in my case, I'm going to leave it like this because that is the perfect orientation. I press the left mouse button again to disengage the tractor module, press left Alt to re-engage the right arm, and then press the right mouse button again to bring all of those 2 arms into the Abrade scraper module. Here we are. Now we see we have a valid surface and we have 100% material on this very panel here to salvage. So the only thing that you have to do now is you have to engage the salvaging tools by pressing the left mouse button. You then have this beam and you just move it along the surface. And in those indicators in your head-up display here, you can see that you're basically eating away the surface of those panels here and put that into your depot in this ship, which you can see in the lower right here. you see how much you've loaded already into the ship. So just continue scraping for some time until the filler station depot is ready, and I'm going to show you what is next. So let me scrape up this panel real quick here. As you can see now, the outline has changed from blue to yellow and now to red, which means we're basically eating away on this. There is not much material left on this piece, so you can always check if there's a red outline. Isn't really worth it. Somebody mined it, or you've already mined it and you just found your same piece again, your same panel again, which sometimes happens to me. And then you can see right away that this one has already been farmed. So we've done this panel, but we still only have 3.8 SCU in our depot, so there's way much more that we can take in. Alright, so we leave the gimbal mode again by pressing G and then turn around to the next piece, which is, well, we have one right there, we have multiple there, so we head over to this one here first, position us right in front of it. You can also with L engage the light in case it's in the darkness and you want to turn it a bit. This case it's the wrong way, because you can look on the structure here. We press G again, press Alt A to select the left arm, change with the right mouse button to the ready grip tractor module, engage it, and just turn this around like this. Right, disengage it, press left Alt S again, right click on the mouse button, bring us back to the scraper modules, and do the same thing over here. Alright, this panel is basically done as well, so we press G again to leave gimbal mode, and then head over to the next piece, like this one over here. As you can see, there's plenty of pieces. Alright, let's get to this one here. Okay, that's already a good orientation, so let's press G again, gimbal mode, let's start eating away on this. As you can see in the right corner here, our filler station is now full. So let's get out of our seat. We just stay here where we are, doesn't matter, just get out of your seat and head down to the cargo bay now. And in the cargo bay I'm going to show you on how to print the boxes that actually have our just scraped material. So when you go to this screen, you can see that our internal storage here is at 13 SCU, which is basically all that the filler station depot can take. But we still have an empty cargo hold, so we need to print the boxes. And you can do this by just pressing on the eject button, which will then make a box out of the material that you've just salvaged. And it produces this box, or it prints the box, and outputs it on this conveyor belt here. There we go. If we now look on the screen, we can see that we have 1 SCU less in the internal storage, and 1 SCU is now sitting here in front of us in the shape of this box. The important thing is that when you go to a station to sell what you salvaged, you can only sell the stuff that you have printed with a container like this. Everything that's in the depot here cannot be sold directly. You can fill up the cargo hold now, which is exactly what we're going to do now, and then sell this inventory that we have in the hold here, and we then still have a full buffer because we're going to keep on farming here. And then sell this cargo hold, as I said, go back to the ship, produce another set of boxes and sell them again. So we can basically have like 14 or 15 boxes in here that we can sell. We then go back and can produce another 13 boxes that we can then sell in the second run. So, as I said, you need a tractor tool to position this from the belt somewhere in the cargo hold. As you can see, you have a few places here that this snaps to, like this, right? But cargo hold is much larger than just this little pad. You can actually put them right here in the corner, which is usually where I start putting them. And to make this a bit easier, you can also press this auto eject button down here, or select it, and then just keep the system running. Right, here comes our next box. I'll just keep stacking them now until we have our cargo hold filled up with everything that we now have in the buffer. So with the tractor tool, you can actually press left mouse button to engage the tractor tool here, like this. Then you can use the mouse wheel to bring it back and forth, and just shove it around here until you see those snapping points where you can then release it and put the box in its place. You don't have any snapping points here on the left side because that is not officially cargo snapping grid, but we can just put boxes there anyway. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure to align them properly. Then you can just push them there and they'll sit there perfectly. Alright, let's keep on adding more here to the grid. Now, as you can see, we produced a few boxes here, and the internal storage is empty again. We have those boxes here in the cargo hold now. So we can then head up and continue farming. So we're back into mining mode, and there's a little bit left on this panel, so we just continue to salvage it here. Also, these kind of panels, I'm gonna switch again. Left Alt A, tractor. Left Alt A, then right mouse button to tractor beam. Click on it, press R, and just rotate it around. And as you can see, there's even more surface here on this side too. You just stay here. Come on now. The server is bit unresponsive right now, so sometimes it's a bit challenging. The server is doing its own thing again. Left Alt S to select both, right mouse button for the scraper module, and here we go again. And we're full again, so we're gonna leave our seat once more. Let's head down into the cargo bay again and print some more boxes. If you have a friend with you, which is always a good idea for this kind of mission, you can actually have him down here while you salvage up front and have him sort those boxes here for you. It makes it a bit more efficient, or you can actually have him transfer them to a cargo ship that you brought along to even take more of those boxes, because as I said, you can... Wow, the server is really playing its tricks here. You can, you know, bring a cargo ship along and empty the cargo hold of this one into the cargo ship while you go. Okay, so basically we're full now here. This is all that the Vulture can hold. Now, usually, what you would do if you have a friend of yours with you, he would come in a second ship, and you would then make sure you have a helmet on, which I do. You open up the door, and you get outside into space. You then head to the back of your ship, where usually the other cargo ship is also parked then. Like, you know, he could be right next to you here. Then you go down here to the ramp access and open the cargo hold. And with your multi-tool, you would then just take those boxes here and pull them out to space, or just simply put them into... Come on, you stay here. And then just put them into your friend's ship, into the cargo bay, and empty the one of the Vulture here, so that you can take even more boxes with you, right? We don't have that option here now, so we put it back in there until it snaps, but this is usually how you would do it to maximize the amount of cargo or the amount of material that you can take with you. So we've now still left some free space in the buffer, so we will fill that up as well and then head back to the station. We're full, so we have all the boxes in the back and we have our depot now filled up to 13 SCU, which is about the most that you can do as a single player without other like friends around you with a cargo ship to offload that cargo and just keep going. So since we're full now and we can't take any more, we just head back to a trading division location, which could be Hurston, it could be Area 18, it doesn't really matter. You only need a commodity trader that buys RMC. So let's go there and we'll meet back at the station. Alright, here we are back in Lorville, and we're now going to sell our first batch of boxes that we already have in the back. So just let me show you again. We now have these boxes in here, and we're going to sell those first. And then we head back to the ship here, print the other boxes, head back to the trading division, and then sell those. So let's head back to the panels here and store our ship.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Install the
system.
Vulture, store it now.
Please visit us.
And now we head over to the transit system here and get ourselves to the business district. Here we are at Central Business District, and you just head over here past those golden guys, or that golden guy, because it's the same guy, founder of Hurston here. You go through the entrance and head up those stairs. Hold yourself to the left here. Past those guys that are uselessly standing around here. Go through here, to the entrance, and then go into this beautiful looking Wall Street-like thing here. To those terminals. Location may differ on other planets, of course. Right. Now, we select our Drake Vulture, and as you can see, we have our recycled material here, which we're going to sell. So first of all, we're going to sell this one for 175,000 credits. Let's confirm this. Accept. Alright. And we have 10 more units we can sell for 146,000 credits. So that's basically 350,000 already that we have. And now we go back and print the rest of the boxes. Right, so we're back at the spaceport. Now call up the fleet manager, retrieve the Vulture again, which is now at Hangar 9. Gonna get there now. They're still playing here, floor's lava. Let's get to the elevator real quick. I'll meet you down there in Hangar 9. Alright, here we are again at our Vulture. Now, if we open up the ramp here, we will see that the cargo bay is now empty because we sold all the boxes. So let's get in here. And let's move this box out of the way. Alright, to the cargo grid you go. Alright. Now, we still have 13 SCU in the printer here, so we're just gonna eject those boxes now and sell them in the same way we did with the others. that's it. We've now printed all the boxes that we still could print with all that we had in the buffer. Now, we're just gonna head back, install the ship again, and do the selling process once more to get the rest of what we made on this trip. Alright, here we are again at the terminal in the central business district. So again, we select our stored Drake Vulture, and we now have 11 units on the grid for 160k, and we have additional 3 units for 44k, so basically 200k on top. Right, and if we now look at our balance, we started out at I think around 660,000, and we're now at almost 1.2 million, so that was even more than 500k in just one run in basically an hour of work. So that is a pretty effective way to get credits in Star Citizen in a very fast way. So if you liked this video, please leave a like, and if you want to be notified and see more content of Star Citizen and other games, please subscribe to the channel. Your contribution to this channel and your support is highly appreciated. See you next time around, guys.